So the general feeling about this project is that we did not really know what we were in for until we're actually doing it and it's unfolding. Not that I had any doubts that it was going to be good. I met Cliff Colnott before and I had the opportunity of working with him. But it was very short, so I got a taste of how great this was, but it was very intuitive. I knew that this was promising. When it's actually unfolding, I mean, this has exceeded everyone's expectations across the board, from the composers to the guest conductors to the performers in the group, to even the people in the audience. We haven't had a concert yet, but there have been a couple of people watching the open rehearsals, and they are also like fascinated. It's just it's more fascinating than we expected, and it really opens up a new era for Alia Musica. Everyone realizes, and we're starting to dream of what we're going to change for next year. Make this a little better, or change this, or include this other thing that we didn't do this year. But not as a way of making this better, but just because we have to make it again, make it happen again. It's just obvious we have to do this again. Then there's the other questions. Okay, we took 5 years of preparation, of just growth and establishment, to even be able to do this, and we'll see how much it's going to take for us to be able to make it as meaningful as it is being right now. And I don't know the answer. I think it's going to take a couple of weeks for it to sink in. It's just it has been a shock, and we're in the middle of a shock. Very excited, and this was the right time to. So one of the things that happens with this very momentous projects where everything is packed up in 1 week of rehearsals and stuff like that, is that all the preparation that it takes, that just administrative preparation takes months and all that, but artistic preparation takes, in the case of writing the pieces, several months, and they have to be ready, in advance. And so we're talking about years here of just preparation for this, and some of it is very strenuous and sometimes frustrating, until you realize, until you actually have the first rehearsal and you realize, okay, this is why we do it. This is why we went through all that. This is why we're musicians. It's just the moment of having it sounding and hearing it. But not only that, the moment of working on getting it better. And in this case, the moment of watching a master teacher and master conductor leading us in a way to get it better, and showing us how you get it better and how much better you can get. It's just very, very encouraging, and it confirms that this is why we do it and that it's worth doing it. And it's a very special feeling. One of the byproducts, I think this is simply a byproduct that we don't consider it the goal, but certainly an important byproduct that we need to check is what this does for Pittsburgh. And I say it's not our goal because our goal should be just do things right and do things that are good and meaningful, as good as we can, and just genuinely good, with the hope that contributes to Pittsburgh's musical landscape. So in this particular event and project where we're having guests come from out of town, it has confirmed that. It has confirmed that we're doing a job that's genuine and coherent enough that it puts Pittsburgh in the map of new music. And people are going to realize that Pittsburgh is a vibrant place for new music and for culture in general, and that there are excellent performers here with an attitude of making good music because that's what we have to do, not because we want to make the money, and just because that's what made us go into music school. And I'm not going to say it was a surprise to them that there were people like that in Pittsburgh, but to see them, just all of them in a room. Well, there are many out there in Pittsburgh that were in this room, but to see a room full of people like that is a great impression for the people who are from out of town. And it's great for the people in Pittsburgh to realize that this is possible, that we are able to be meaningful in a broader sense, and that they don't need to look to moving somewhere because somehow, somewhere, it'll be more possible. It's possible here. And as long as we make it, and as long as we keep the goal of making it happen in the best way possible. So the quality of the performers and the performance ensemble as an organism, well, it's at an all-time top for this project. And that is due to several factors. First of all, we have the experience of having played together. Most of us have been playing together for a while. As the project evolves, as the Alia Musica initiative evolves, we have realized how important it is and how seriously we have to take it more and more. So every time we're taking it more seriously. But of course, we are more and more experienced playing new music and playing pieces by local composers and rehearsing. And so we were in a process of organic development and establishment artistically. And now this was the right time to bring a master teacher who has been doing this for many years, who has been the driving force behind many other new music ensembles, to come and show us where else we can go in pure terms of artistic quality. We had reached a point that was very good for what we can dream. He's showing us what else we can dream and how beyond we can go. And also the opportunity of working with conductors that are not directly part of the group, because conductors it just adds another layer of experience. So it builds on what we had done, and it just opens up a new door for further improvement. So Alia Musica is a consortium of composers rather than a performance ensemble. It's not a group of performers that decide to play music that has been written for their particular instrumentation. No, it's a group of composers who decide to make sure and to ensure that the music that we write for whatever forces is actually produced and performed with the best quality. And that has a couple of things that make Alia Musica unique. It's an open instrumentation, so there is some variety in terms of the sounds that we can get. And it's a different kind of thing for the composers to just write what they need, not what the ensemble needs, but what they feel the need to write at that point. And I think that energy and that special freedom and the ability of dreaming big, thinking big, it spills over the whole initiative. So that is a unique thing. It also provides the opportunity for early and mid-career composers that, well, it's very hard in this world to get your pieces performed, and the opportunity of having them performed and of knowing what it means to have them performed, because we are behind it. We know what it takes. We're learning what it takes. Is phenomenal for our development as composers.